Students, now we will solve the two examples from textbook page number 73 in the lesson Banks and Simple Interest. The first example is displayed on your screen now. When three of the four quantities, principal, time, rate and amount are given, to find the fourth one. Okay, so that means we have all total how many quantities? 4: principal, time, rate of interest and amount. When three of these quantities are given, we will have to find out the fourth one. Let's check which one we have to find now. In the formula, we place any letter in place of the unknown quantity and solve the equation thus obtained to find out the answer. First example, principal is equal to 25,000 rupees. Amount is equal to 31,000 rupees. Time is equal to 4 years. What is the rate of interest? Now, in this example, principal is given, amount is given and time is given. We are asked to find out the rate of interest. As we know, the formula of interest is equal to P multiplied by R multiplied by T upon 100. Also, amount is equal to principal plus interest. Okay, so the total interest is equal to amount minus principal. Remember that we are asked to find out the value of rate of interest. Okay, we cannot simply find out the rate of interest without amount and without simple interest. We have to find out everything, then only we will get the value of rate of interest. We know the formula of amount. Amount is equal to principal plus interest. Therefore, amount minus principal is equal to total interest. Clear? To find out the value of interest, we will subtract principal from amount. Amount is given 31,000 and principal is given 25,000. Therefore, 31,000 minus 25,000 is equal to 6,000. We get the value of interest is equal to 6,000. Now, how many quantities do we have? We have principal, we have amount, we have time and we have interest. With the help of these terms, these quantities, we will find out the rate of interest. Okay, let's use the formula. Simple interest I is equal to P multiplied by R multiplied by T upon 100. We have the value of simple interest is equal to 6,000. Principal is equal to 25,000. Rate of interest we are asked to find out. So we will write its initial R. We don't know the value of rate of interest. And time we are given as 4 years. Divide by 100. 100 will remain as it is. Therefore, 6,000 is equal to 25,000 multiplied by R multiplied by 4 upon 100. Now, the value of 6,000 is at the left hand side of is equal to sign. When you want to bring that value to the right hand side, it will go from numerator to denominator. 6,000 doesn't have any denominator. That means the denominator of 6,000 is 1. Any number which is simply given, it is in the numerator place. So when the number from numerator or the number from denominator from one side turns to the other side, it shuffles. It goes upside down or it goes from down to upside when it turns the side from the is equal to sign. So when 6,000 is at the numerator of the left hand side of the is equal to sign, if you want to bring it to the right hand side of the is equal to sign, it will come to the denominator. Clear? Now, R is equal to everything present in the numerator will go to the denominator. Everything present to the denominator will go to the numerator. Rest everything values we have to keep same. R is equal to, as 6,000 is in the place of numerator, it will go to the denominator. But you can see that R is in the place of numerator. When it will come to the left hand side of the is equal to sign, it will go to the denominator. If we are bringing 6,000 to the denominator, R will also go to the denominator. But we want the value of R. So we have to keep the value of R in the place of numerator. So we are bringing everything from numerator to the denominator. Let's see how. Just listen to my words carefully now. 1 upon R is equal to 25,000 multiplied by 4 upon 100 into 6,000. Okay, 1 upon r is equal to 25,000 multiplied by 4 upon 6,000 into 100. But we want the value of r. So if we are bringing r from denominator to numerator, that means we are taking upside down the values present at the left hand side of the is equal to sign. So when we are taking upside down from the left side, we have to do the same thing to the right side also. Therefore, it is taken upside down of the right side of the is equal to sign. Thus, r is equal to 6,000 multiplied by 100 upon 25,000 multiplied by 4. Okay, now how many zeros in the place of numerator? There are total 5 zeros in the place of numerator, and there are 3 zeros in the place of denominator. So we will cut out 3 zeros and 3 zeros from the numerator and denominator. Clear? So 6 into 100 upon 25 into 4. 6 into 100 we will get 600. 25 into 4 we will get 100. 600 upon 100 we are getting the value of r is equal to 6. Therefore, the value of r, that is rate of interest, is equal to 6. Now rate of interest is always written in PCPA. The unit of rate is equal to PCPA, percent per annum. Thus rate of interest is equal to 6 PCPA. Let's study the second example now. Unmesh borrowed some money for 5 years at simple interest. The rate of interest is 9 PCPA. If he returned 17,400 rupees altogether at the end of 5 years, altogether that means it is the amount. So the amount is 17,400 rupees at the end of 5 years. So we are having n or we are having t is equal to 5 years. Also, we have r is equal to 9 PCPA. Clear? How much he had borrowed. So, we are asked to find out the principal. Are you understanding? We have to find out the principal when r is given, a is given and time t is given. Okay? Now, we cannot solve this example directly with the help of the formula I is equal to PRN upon 100. Since we don't know the value of I, we cannot directly find out the value of P, right or wrong? So it will be difficult to find out the value of P unless and until we get the value of I. Now, what are we going to do to solve this example now? For this example to be solved, we can compare the quantities present in this example. We have the rate is equal to 9 PCPA. We have n is equal to 5. Okay. Now what is PCPA? PCPA is equal to percent per annum. Full form of PCPA is percent per annum. It is always for 1 year. Per annum means 1 year. Percent means 9% on how many rupees? On 100 rupees. For every 100 rupees, it is 9 rupees. The interest is 9 rupees for every 100 rupees. That is for 1 year. Now we are given the number of years is equal to 5 years. So 9 5s is 45. So 45 rupees will be for 5 years on 100 rupees only. Okay. So we have our value of r is equal to 9. With the help of this value of r and n, we get a is equal to 145. Clear? We get interest is equal to rupees 45. We have the value of principal is equal to 100. So amount is equal to principal plus interest is equal to 100 plus 45 is equal to 145. This is simply comparison side. Okay. So 145 becomes the amount for simple consideration. With this value of 145 rupees on 100 rupees, we can find out the value of P for the amount 17,400. Now let's come to the page number 74. Therefore, 100 is the principal what we are considering. With the help of principal 100, we get the amount is equal to 145. Okay, principal of actual example we don't know, we are asked to find out, so that we are going to keep it as same P, and the amount in the example is 17,400. With the help of this consideration, this comparison, we will now find out the value of P. Therefore, P is equal to 100 upon 145 will remain same. The left hand side term 17,400, when it will go from the left hand side of is equal to sign to the right hand side of is equal to sign, it will go from denominator to numerator. Therefore, P is equal to 100 multiplied by 17,400 upon 145. Okay. With this simple multiplication and division, we get the value of P is equal to 12,000 rupees. Finally, the answer of P is equal to the principal that Unmesh borrowed was rupees 12,000. Hope you understand this today's example of consideration. Thank you.